Yes, Samuel, hit the live button.
And we're going to open up, start the music.
Okay, stop.
You guys are hearing that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so bring out the music. All right, and I'm going to explain what's going on. We're going to do things a little differently in today's Digital Creator Lab. So normally, the way Amani's Digital Creator Lab works, as you all know, camera two, is camera two. Camera two, yep. Normally, the way the lab works is that we conduct a short lecture out in the hallway, and then we come in here and we do a show, right? We've done shows on a bunch of different topics. But today we're going to do the entire program here, okay? And the reason is because I want to continue on what we talked about last week, which I took a picture of the whiteboard that's outside the lab because we talked about potential topics, okay? So we also have a guest in the lab with us. Let's put on camera 5. Wave, Steve. You're on camera.
The camera's right
so
there.
We have a visitor.
Right there.
You see yourself? There you
Yes.
go. So
enough.
Steve is auditing the class today. Thank you for being our guest.
Saves on tuition.
Steve Mayo is a friend of Amani Public Charter School, and he's kind of checking out the Digital Creator Lab right now. What we're going to accomplish today is we're going to try to come up with some kind of a plan for the next couple of months worth of Digital Creator Labs. This class meets once a week on Fridays at about noon to 1 o'clock or quarter of. And up till this point, and this is for Steve's benefit, what we've been doing is a short lecture, usually on a technical topic at the beginning. Then we come into the lab and we actually go live. We are live right now on YouTube. But what we're going to do a little bit differently today is some planning, right? Because a lot of television production is what you don't see. It's before you ever hit record, right? So what we're going to do today, Milani didn't get to hear this because she was out sick, but now she's back. We should have the camera on Milani when we're talking about Milani. Say hello, Milani.
Hello.
First of all, how are you feeling?
I'm better. Way better.
Okay. You back? You feeling like yourself again?
Yes.
All right, good. I know it takes a while. I had a mild something, and it's taking forever to go away. So I can relate. I can relate to that problem first.
You good?
Well, okay, here we go. I took a picture of what we talked about last week, and I don't easily have the ability to put that picture on the screen, but I could if I had a couple more minutes. We talked about topics and things that we could talk about. What I want to do here, this is the big picture. This whole lab is based upon a model that I found from NPR. Has anybody here, raise your hand if you've heard of NPR. Okay, so our guest has heard of NPR. National Public Radio is a network of government-run radio stations. It's been around for decades and decades. You can listen to it when you go home. 820 on the AM. I don't remember. 93.9 maybe on FM. Steve's a radio guy, so he knows about this stuff too.
Wowza.
NPR has got this whole setup on how to teach podcasting and video and media to high school students. Wow. So that's where I got the idea for the Digital Creator Lab. I took the NPR class and I kind of scaled it a little bit to be appropriate for middle school students.
Wow.
So each student gets a role in the production, right? So for example, Amarian, you might be the technical director, and Lauren, you might be, like, you've been the host, right? But maybe next week you'll be the producer of that segment. And then Milani and Chad, you could have a role maybe as a writer, right? Preparing the information, or maybe one of you could do some writing and one of you could maybe collect some supporting videos and still photos that we could use in next week's live stream. So that's the big idea of this whole thing. And then over the arc of several weeks, we'll do a new series, right? Because we did one series so far in this class. What was it?
The game show.
The game show, right? We did the game show and the show. Well, why don't you play the music for the show if we can find it? There it is.
Wait a minute. There it is.
Is that the music for the show? Mm-hmm. Okay. So Amarian has become adept at using the sound mixer and the sound pads to figure out where all the different sounds are. All right, so keep that on lock. And then, but we need to come up with a new series. The game show is fun. We might get back to doing the game show, but that was just to loosen you up and get you accustomed to how the lab works and understanding how this whole thing's kind of glued together. And by the way, Steve, feel free if you ever want to get up and walk out and move on to your next thing at the school, you're welcome to do it. But if you enjoy watching video production and film production,
appreciate it.
you're more than welcome.
I wanna learn.
More than welcome to stay. Okay, good. So last week we talked about some topics. Milani wasn't here, but Chad, Lauren, and Omarion were. And we talked about some potential topics. The idea, the NPR model is for the
Modulate
students.
volume?
What's that?
Young lady is doing some
Your-
hand signaling.
what is that
I don't
hand
know
signaling?
if it's
Well, what's
Six,
the-
seven.
6'7"?
What's that?
6'7".
Actually, grown 8 and 6'7".
Did I say 6'7"?
No, I didn't.
Actually, for like 6'7" things to talk about. Think about it.
We came up with 10 things. And I'm going to tell you what it was November 14th, and I'm going to tell you quickly what they were, and then we're going to go back over them and talk about whether they're good topics and what within that topic what we would talk about. I also have, let me see here. I also have ChatGPT standing by
Clinker.
in case we want some additional ideas about what to talk about. Okay. All right.
You
so-
have to do my
all
homework.
right.
Clinker.
So the 10 topics. Are you ready?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Topic number 10 and topic number 9 are interrelated, and topic number 9 was the Epstein files.
I've never heard of that.
Topic
Good.
number 10 was Sean Diddy Combs.
I love him. That's my.
Now, as entertaining as that is, I think we could get to these topics, but I don't think they're going to be the very next
What
topic.
is this
No.
thing like
Because
on
they
that
require
calculator?
a
It's
lot
blood
of-
Einstein.
Planning and writing that we may not necessarily have the time to do on short order. But let me go back up the list. Topic number 8. Topic number 8 is interesting here. The government shutdown.
Yes.
Right? But the government shutdown is actually over now.
Oh, wow.
So
Finally.
that one doesn't have the same
Oh,
urgency.
yesterday.
Yeah. It doesn't have
Thank
the
you.
same urgency that it did this time last week, but it's still a valid topic.
They
And-
said they might shut down again.
and well, it could shut down in January. It could shut,
They had so much fun with it.
yeah, it could shut down in
Yeah.
January. So I'm
Your
glad that you
calculator
guys
is blood.
are thinking in those terms.
Shh.
Okay, topic number 7
6, 7.
was tracking, and it's very hard to read.
Chad's
Chad,
handwriting.
do you remember what it was?
I can.
Tracking and what's
Can I
that
look at it,
say?
please?
Tracking and what?
I did not right.
Tracking and cultivating?
Is it my fault?
Sicily?
Is it my fault just that the picture was taken horribly?
It was your fault, Chad. Your handwriting is
Handwriting,
chicken
tracking
scrap.
something, so we don't really
Can
know.
I please see if I
we,
can decode
we,
it,
we don't
please?
really know what number
Not
7
now.
was. Hold on, maybe I can hold it up to the camera.
If I can
and
decode this
then
cipher.
you could see it. Hold on a second. Put on aux.
Yep, it's
Okay.
on.
So let's see.
What the heck?
Tracking.
Tracking and consistency. Jesus Christ.
You spelled that wrong.
Oh, Lord.
Financial
Did I
knowledge.
write? That was a
goal
Lauren.
hiding, and-
That was
That says
definitely.
tracking and
Yo.
consulting. I don't know.
Oh,
what,
consultant.
I don't know what we were talking about.
That was definitely
Yeah.
Lauren.
So let's scratch number 7 because none of us can understand.
Now
it.
we're going to
6,
6.
Okay.
7.
All right, number 6. Topic number 6.
Financial knowledge.
Financial
Why did I say
knowledge.
like?
We don't
Why did I say
know.
like
I
that?
think
I'm sorry.
topic number 6 could be a winner. Okay.
I don't
Topic
really.
number 6 we're going to come back to. It's financial knowledge, financial literacy, right?
Yes.
Which I think is like a very key thing.
Very important.
I think Mr. Mayo would agree. It's not taught nearly enough in schools. This could be a winner for us, okay? And I have ideas on how we could approach that. We're going to talk about that.
Mr. Mayo's so tough.
Topic number 5 is school hygiene and vandalism. You guys were complaining to me that's a problem in the
That's
school.
heavily
It's a
needed.
whole
Talk your talk,
problem.
mister.
right?
Talk your talk.
So,
Jesus
so,
Christ.
so Chad, if you could just elaborate a little bit on why that was why
Oh.
that made the
Well, that
list.
camera's close. The laptop on the toilet.
Is my camera even on?
Can you repeat that again for me?
The camera's not on.
So, Milani asks
It
an
is.
important question. The answer, Milani, is your close-up camera is not in service right now, and
What
the
is it?
reason is because I needed that input to put ChatGPT onto the screen.
Oh, okay.
Clinker.
Okay.
That camera.
Good question.
Repeat
but
the
that's how it works.
repeat the question for me again, if I
The
can
question
elaborate.
is, school hygiene and vandalism. Why was that on the list?
This is on the list because our school bathroom is disgusting now. People do outrageous stuff in there. A great example is that probably like a week ago,
All right,
me
all right,
and
keep the example high level. We don't want the
high
gory
level.
details. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, high level.
Go ahead.
A great detail. Oh, simply said, there was something in the bath. Something toilet should be in the toilet. Simple as that.
Okay, I got it. We got the idea. It's
Thank
a
you.
problem. and
It's disgusting.
so I would consider that a social problem, right? The idea that what NPR says again and again is get the kids to talk about a social problem that relates directly to their experience. So it's valid.
Oh, can I talk about my experience?
Topic number 4. Topic number 4 is public transportation safety.
Talk your
Oh, I
talk.
really want to
Okay.
talk about
So,
that one.
Milani, why don't you tell us what comes to mind when you think of public transportation safety and why it's on this list?
Okay, first, when we like say in the mornings or like when we take the bus or like when Sing for Hope gets on the train, there is so many things that just shouldn't be on the bus, and certain people that just need to
A lot of crackheads.
remove themselves. A lot of them
Okay.
that need to remove themselves from the train, and they don't realize that.
Did I hear you say you take the train to school?
No, we take the bus to school, but the train Sing for Hope takes. We just
Sing for
took a
Hope
train.
takes the
Mount
train down
Vernon
to the
East.
city.
I
Yeah.
got it. Okay, so for Mr. Mayo's benefit, Sing for Hope is the theater program, which you probably saw them in the auditorium.
Yes, I heard.
And what Milani's talking about is they perform all over New York. So they perform at Moynihan Train Hall, United Nations, other places, and sometimes they take the train to
Carnegie.
get there.
You're part of that?
Yeah,
All of us.
All through
right,
one, two,
right.
three.
I'm their tech team.
He gets paid.
You what? Track?
Tech team.
Tech team, right.
Tech team.
Right. So what Milani's describing is the experience of getting to and from those events. Okay, so that's why transportation is on the list. Topic number 3. This is an interesting one.
I not rated, by the way.
Why is volleyball
Oh,
only available to
Amarian.
girls at Amani Public Charter
Amarian.
School?
Ush.
okay. I like to talk about that.
Do you have a reason and an explanation for why that's on the list?
Yes, I do.
Sugar
Actually,
dreads.
I bring it up.
Okay, camera 4.
The reason why I put it on the
Let's
list
close to the mic.
is that better?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. The reason why I actually put that on the list is because I'm confused on how we have every other girl and boy sport, but when it comes to adding volleyball, it's girls only, which doesn't make sense. Under what Dr. Stern here
Yes.
has said, under Title IX, that's not something that should be a thing.
Talk your talk.
So,
Amen.
in my defense, there's a lot of boys here that want to do volleyball, whether they're good at it or want to learn how to be better at it. But they can't really do that if their school's offering it to only one gender.
Okay.
Talk your
So
talk.
let me say this to you. I like topics that have something to do with legislation because that way you can talk about a social problem, but also kind of connect it to the politics and the governance and those kinds of issues. Now, you raised Title IX. Do you know what Title IX is?
You have not yet to explain it to me.
Okay. Do you remember the explanation?
I remember
think I
part of
do.
it.
don't remember
what's the
anything.
explanation for Title IX?
I believe Title IX is a rule stating that something both genders should do or something like that.
I remember it.
Close.
I
Chad.
believe it was stated that if one gender can do a certain sport activity, both genders are allowed to do it. Oh,
Repeat that, please.
Let me slow down.
Slower, yeah.
I believe it's stated if one gender can do it, any activity or sport, other gender should be allowed to do it. I
Okay.
believe that was-
I think you're 95% right.
If
Is that your knowledge of it also, Mr. Mayo? Because my recollection, and I would have to look this up a little bit. That's what ChatGPT is for.
Let's use clinker. My bad.
Can you stop saying
ChatGPT. All
that?
right, watch this, folks. Everybody
We're
watching
not in
this?
Star Wars. Stop.
I want to talk about P Diddy, so
Provide. Hang on. Provide a summary in 100 words or less. What is
Title.
Title IX?
That's how we researched up my
Who's
ELA
we?
homework.
ELA is crazy because I do with her
ELA is
math.
Okay, so Milani, would you please read to us the answer that we got back from ChatGPT?
Please go back in the thing.
You want me to make it bigger?
Oh yeah.
Chad,
All right.
Might be
I can't
blonde.
even see that.
It's-
Hold on,
yeah,
hold
I
on,
can
hold
see
on.
I can see it.
All right, everybody relax. I'm going to try to make it bigger.
Okay.
This is important
Yep.
stuff to know how to do, and here we go.
You could just full screen.
Boom.
Okay.
Title IX is Let me move my mic. Title IX is a U.S. federal civil rights law passed in 1972 that prohibits sex-based discrimination in any education program or activity receiving federal funding. I can't see it.
Oh, now you can't see. Okay, good. Sorry,
Okay.
go ahead.
It
That's my
requires
fault.
schools and colleges to provide equal opportunity regardless of sex in areas such as
Admissions.
admissions, athletics, academics, and
Protection.
protection
Protection.
protection for sexual harassment or assaults.
Thank you.
Good job.
All right, good job.
Come
Thank
over
you
here.
for reading that. So we have our answer, and it's what we thought.
Gracias.
It's essentially what Chad and Lauren said, different words, which is if you provide
Yeah.
sports to one gender, you have to provide an
Sports
equal
to other.
sport to the other gender. Now,
I kinda
in
agree with
Amani, we seem to, if this is still true, we seem to only have volleyball for girls. Is that
Right.
is that a true statement?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Missy said it was because they couldn't find a league for the girls. See, every other sport that we're entered in, the league has both girls and boys. But the volleyball league that we have, they don't have boys.
That's
The
Wait,
volleyball
wait.
league. Repeat that again. The volleyball
like-
league does not have boys.
Yeah.
And therefore, there's no boys team. Okay.
That's what I heard.
So one question that we could potentially address in our future stream is, how is it that we can offer volleyball for girls only, but not for boys? And there may be a legitimate answer. Maybe the answer is by offering this sport or that other sport, there is gender equality. You know what I'm saying? The law doesn't say you have to offer volleyball to boys if you offer volleyball to girls. The law is more general. So it's possible that there are other opportunities in our sports program that I'm not thinking of
Probably hockey.
that offset this requirement. Does everybody sort of get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So somebody would have to do that homework, you know? So, for example, if, Milani, if you
back
were
on
the
ChatGPT.
segment producer for the show that we do on volleyball, you might have to research that and find out by speaking to people at Amani, how are we complying with Title IX?
I
in
want to
this
do
way?
that. I want to do that so much.
Okay, all right. I'm glad to see the interest. Yes, Chad.
I didn't add to the Google Classroom yet.
Oh,
Bro.
am I? Yeah.
What
didn't
about
get-
Google
I did
Classroom?
not get added to the Google Classroom.
He's not
yet.
in the Google.
Oh, I
Google
forgot to add
Classroom.
you onto that. Okay, thank you for the reminder.
Thank you.
Whatever happened to Carson?
Okay, Mr. Mayo wants to chime in here, so we're going to go to Aux and Steve. Pull in a little bit,
Yeah.
just so we can see on the
It just may be
camera.
helpful to think of
Yep.
tackle football.
I love tackle.
There's no girls tackle football.
Right,
Not that I've heard of.
right.
So there's an analogy there, right? That
Okay.
Might be constructive. I'm not saying that's right or wrong, but that's a fact, right? So there's
Yeah.
women's volleyball and boys tackle football.
Okay.
Maybe they cancel each other, maybe there's a way to deal with it.
So Steve's off camera, off mic, so I'm going to repeat that so everyone can hear it. What Mr. Mayo is saying is maybe we should look into, as if you're looking into how it is that the school only has volleyball for girls but not for boys. An example would be in some places they offer tackle football only to boys but not to girls, and how do they offset that without violating Title IX? Because clearly there are places that have tackle football for boys but not for girls.
Right.
Are they in violation of Title IX? Probably
Probably.
not, because they probably offer something else that girls can do. So
Probably
that's a good example of the kind of
flag
research
football.
that Milani you would need to do prior to our next episode in order to address that.
Is that our topic or?
We're not done. That was
Okay.
topic. That was
I
number
still want to
two.
talk about the P Diddy case.
Time out. Time out.
Personally.
That, that was
Bro.
number 3. So we're still moving up the list here. I think I beat that one to death. That was number 3. Number 2 on our list from last week, which is a pretty good list. Number 2 was not enough school
Activities. Talk your talk.
I very
Now,
much
I
disagree.
wrote it on the board because, I respect all of you, but I
you,
would
sir.
really need to understand how
my-
we don't have enough
my
school
turn.
activities at this school.
I disagree with
Okay,
that one too.
Milani, the floor is yours.
I disagree with that statement because the only thing that we don't have really is different languages. We have literally Spanish.
It's
We only have one language.
only English. Spanish is out.
Yeah.
We used to have other languages. I don't know
Yeah.
if were you here when we were still
No.
teaching Latin?
No.
Okay.
Y'all
a couple
taught
years ago.
Latin?
We had
A
Latin?
couple years ago we had Latin here.
I remember we
It
had,
was when we were in 5th grade.
French.
But I wasn't here in 5th grade.
Okay. got
Okay,
it.
but we have so many sports. We literally just got a new sport.
Right.
Even if you argue there's not enough activities, we just keep adding on activities.
I want to repeat
Thank you.
that.
Chad.
I don't disagree because you say that like there's a lot of sports, but like not everyone wants to play sports. Like, only thing we
Agreed.
have that's not sports related is Sing for Hope
Chess.
and chess. Yeah, true.
We have
Sing
chess.
for Hope, chess, and art club. And that's only 3 things.
Sing
I'm
for
pretty
Hope,
sure there's
chess,
more than
art
just
club.
that.
Wait, can I add on to that?
Omarion, you have a comment. Camera 4. Thank you.
I just want to add on to that because I'm pretty sure in 6th grade we had D&D, extra entrepreneurship. We had a lot of after-school curriculums that we could have done, but now they're all gone, which just makes us rely on what Chad said, sing for hope, stuff like that. But not many people want to sing. Not many people are interested in chess.
Or
not many
art.
Not many people are interested in art.
I mean, we have
sorry,
that.
Sorry, I have to take a slight issue with you. A lot of people want to sing. Sing for Hope is like stacked with kids that want to do it every year. There's a lineup for the auditions. So, but go ahead, Omar.
Sorry.
Keep going.
I also want to repeat you on that because I don't think you've been there for some practices.
Get off topic.
Okay.
Talk your talk.
But with that being said, again, like I was saying, like there's not a lot of things people find fun to do here after school. Because some people actually want to do stuff after school. The only other thing you could do possibly after school is going to the PTA potlucks. But
I mean, you can
Right.
you
And
have
if
to
those are
pick
more
your
like family
struggles.
events.
And
Yeah,
I
I
would love
understand.
to
If
add
you're
on to
talking about
Marion's
students.
statement. So I also added in 5th grade, they had fencing.
Right.
First they had French, Japanese, and Spanish after
Dang.
school. They also had more D&D classes that were separate. Also had fencing.
Time out. What's D&D?
Dungeons and
I
Dragons.
thought so. I can't believe kids are still playing that game. But
I'm
so
so
you're saying
sorry.
these were all after school activities.
All kids now are gone.
That's 6. They were here. They're not here anymore. Milani.
I want to repeat what y'all said because really, if you really wanted to do that so badly, you would go. Like, there's so many places in Mount Vernon and close to Mount Vernon where you can do that stuff. Really, you gotta pick a struggle.
Milani, the quest
Thank
is
you,
state
Milani. I
school
appreciate
activities.
that
Was it not school activities? Not state
But
that.
okay, school activities, but there's things outside of schools you can do.
but
The
on top
quest-
of that,
no,
not
okay.
everybody.
Okay, folks, we don't have to resolve this on this
Podcast.
session, okay? Milani, thank you for your comment. All of you, I appreciate
Thank
your
you.
input.
Except for me.
Topic number 1, because you're coming.
I know.
Topic number 1
What's he says?
that you guys brought up last week, it's kind of linked to topic number 4. Topic number 1 was pedestrian traffic,
Oh, my turn.
pedestrian
It's
traffic
my turn.
safety in Mount Vernon. So you all had
Lauren,
issues
you
on
hear
that.
me?
Lauren, I want to hear from you.
Okay, so when we were bringing this up, why are we laughing? Sorry, when we brought this up, I brought up a story because we're also doing storytelling. This was a very sad moment. I don't know why we're laughing.
No, you told a very sad story last week. And it was something that directly affected you.
I don't know,
right.
what was it?
Yeah, folks, this is no
so-
laugh. This is no laugh.
It was a car crash. One of another scholar's grandma hit a
Oh my
pedestrian
gosh, yes, I remember.
going
Oh my
to
God.
Denzel Washington.
That affected me too.
I don't think you all want to be on camera live on the internet laughing about this.
No,
I
that's not
don't-
what we
I
were
really
laughing
don't think
about.
so.
I didn't even know what we were talking about. Them laughing made me laugh. I'm not gonna lie.
All right. We're moving on from topic number 1. This
Yes,
is a
sir.
very serious matter.
That
We all
was
understand. Okay, so what we
Chaz
could do,
cried.
the way we would do this is we would do one episode where we cover pedestrian traffic
Why are you
and public
laughing?
transportation safety because they're kind of closely related.
Yes, sir.
Does everybody understand that? All right. So those are the 10 topics. I'll just breeze through them really fast
So
again.
confused.
9 and 10 were current issues. 8 was government shutdown. 7 was illegible. 6 was, or at least it's legible but not understandable. Number 6 was financial knowledge. 5, school hygiene. Number 4, public transportation. Number 3, volleyball and Title IX.
Did we miss P Diddy?
That's
That was
number
9 and 10. I
10.
didn't want to repeat it over and over and over again.
I want to learn about the P
Okay,
Diddy.
we'll come back to that.
Knock their
Number
phone
3 was
off.
volleyball and Title IX. Number 2, not enough school activities. And number 1, pedestrian traffic.
Yes,
I
thank
can
you.
argue
All right.
with a lot of these here.
Let me bring
except
this
for
to
the
a point.
What?
Let me make a friendly suggestion. Hear me out, guys.
Friendly.
This is what I think we're going to do.
Keyword friendly.
Because I like the idea of a topic that we can stay on for a couple of weeks.
Like P Diddy.
I like the idea of doing serials like we did with the game show because that seemed to work out well because each subsequent week you all got better at it. You got better at some of the technical components of it. You got better at responding to the questions and so on. Chad, hang on a minute.
I mean, Quiet Coyote.
So what I want to do, what I would strongly urge us to do, and I think the right approach here
Yes, sir.
is financial knowledge.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, and I tell you, because it has a lot of possibilities. Not only can we talk about the basic financial literacy, but here's why I think this is an important thing.
My turn.
There's a lot of finance.
Because
in big titties case.
we don't have time in 45 minutes a week to reinvent the wheel, right? These topics all require a high degree of research.
Right.
They require a fair amount of background knowledge. What we can do with financial literacy is kind of take something that's already been done for us. So the FDIC, does anybody know what that is?
FDIC.
Federal
Something radio.
Federal Insurance.
Deposit insurance.
Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you, Mr. Mayo.
FDI?
Thank you. The FDIC
Oh,
is
Oh,
basically
thank you.
what insures savings accounts at the
Does
bank.
anyone know what PCD means?
The FDIC is a government agency that insures deposits at banks. Hear me out, guys. Hear me out. Class is almost over.
Yes, sir.
The FDIC has a class that is intended for high school and junior high school kids.
Oh, wow.
It's already written, it already exists, and we can step through the topics in that course in this room, and I think it'll be very interesting, and we don't have to do a lot of the writing by ourselves, right? And in fact, they even have a game. I think it's very similar to Jeopardy. So instead of doing the game that we did with trivia questions that we
We can
generated
do
off
that.
ChatGPT,
Jeopardy.
we could just use the FDIC game. It's built, it's done for us, and it would give us weeks worth of content.
I'm gonna learn.
But that sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah.
I feel like the second one we should do after this.
That we should do what?
After this, what should be the one we do after this?
Shaboing boing.
And then maybe after this, I would like to come back to the volleyball question.
Oh my goodness!
Wait, hold on.
Are we just not gonna do the
Milani, in your defense, right? Wait, what number is that again?
9.
No, not number 9, the volleyball one.
Number
4? No, 3.
3.
Number 3 and 2 are tight related, so I think we'd be at the same time.
Because they're both
But
school
think
activities.
about it.
Chad brought up a good point. 2 and 3 school activities and
Or
volleyball
correlated.
are interrelated. So here's what I would say to you, Milani. The people in points number 9 and 10 are both locked up, and they're gonna be locked up for a long time.
Therefore, we should talk about them.
So there's plenty of time. There's plenty of time to come back to those topics between now and the end of the year.
But think
All right.
about it, man.
Is that fair? I didn't cross it off the list. I said later.
later.
Back in my days.
So, all
Chad,
right,
you
so
don't
we
have
have
any
a,
days.
we have a plan. We're gonna go
Overall.
forward with financial.
Totally.
But here's what I
Go to
want to
this
do.
guy.
Gonna happen.
I'm gonna do a conventional Google search, camera 3. You guys are
Well,
seeing this, right?
well.
And we're gonna
If it isn't-
search for
Chad,
Chill out.
Michael.
FDIC
No.
That's what I thought. That's
Sorry.
what I thought.
financial.
Milani.
Hang on a second here.
Say it, we're talking.
Financial
Financial literacy,
literacy
Why can't see that?
Class.
for
youth.
youth.
For kids. For minors.
Money
Youth,
Smart. That's
same
it.
thing.
That's it. Money
What's-
Smart. There we go.
I've never heard about money.
Yes, Money Smart.
FDIC. Jesus, I can't read.
All right, so I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna make this a little bigger, and then Milani or Chad, you're gonna read this to us, okay?
Okay, I'll read it.
And Chad,
Read slowly.
please.
Please.
How'd you know that's what I was gonna say?
Because he's talking fast right
Because
now.
I'm very, very nonchalant with a quarter zip.
All right, let's read.
He's
Let's
still
read
got
that.
a,
Let's read that
mic
first sentence
check.
up. there.
FDIC Money Smart for Young People features 4 free age-appropriate curricula that promote financial understanding and are specifically designed for pre-kindergarten through 12th grade educators. Each curriculum includes...
That's it. We got it.
Wait, what?
It's done for us. Does everybody see the beauty of this?
Wait, where's the
FDIC
clapping
Why
one?
reinvent the wheel? They've done it for us.
They also have a couple of things on the P. Diddy case.
It's got an educator guide, student handouts, and PowerPoint slides.
Free.
So
up,
let's
clap it
think
up.
about that for a second. An educator guide. So who's the educator here,
You.
right? And student handouts. Who's the student,
Us.
right? So you guys are pretty well. Don't fool around with that. And who's
We should have put the
so
clapping
the
one.
students are accommodated. The teachers accommodated. And it's got PowerPoint slides. Where could we possibly use PowerPoint slides?
In class,
And what would we do with them?
study or read.
We would put them on the screen like I'm doing right now. Right? So we can cut
Mind
away.
blowing.
He's on something.
It
He's
is a
onto
little bit
it.
mind blowing, right? We can cut away to the slides. We can discuss the topics. So, for example, let's see if we can maybe quickly get those
What do you
slides.
want to change?
I feel like we should have like one day, like
Peace will come.
Pre-K, 3, 5, 6, 8, 9, 12. Let's see.
I have a lot of
It's
things we
not
can
for
talk
hope.
about.
You
I
guys
don't
are in
know.
this bracket right here. Full 6-8 curriculum.
6 of 8.
Wait, there's a number missing.
No singing, please.
I bet
Please
you.
stop singing.
All right, so let's see what this. I'm taking a risk here.
Pissing me off.
Can we
Let's
please calm
see.
down?
What this document looks like.
We should talk about like what is it?
There it is. This,
The path
guys,
to
these
success.
lessons right here could be
What do you
enough.
mean bread and butter?
Is there something I'm supposed
What?
This could keep us busy for the rest of the semester.
Wait, I have a question. This is
Like
bread
what?
and butter.
One person at a time, Milani.
It says bread and butter.
Where does it say bread and butter?
Lesson 2, bread and butter.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
this
look at
is
that.
not.
All right,
This,
well I'm about to tell you. Let's go down to lesson
We
2.
should talk about food.
Let's see what it says.
Oh, I love
Get it
food.
started. Blah blah blah.
Food is not even that
We missed
awesome. I love
lunch.
Bread and
drinks.
butter.
Chicken.
Bread and butter. I'll make this
What
a
was
little
it?
bigger.
Can I read
I
it?
had chicken.
Mario,
Chicken
hang on a
sauce.
second. Let me just make this a
I have like
little
$16
bigger.
after school, but I'm
Mr.
gonna buy.
Samuel.
I'm gonna buy my friend French fries.
Okay, Mario, tell us what bread and butter
French
is.
fry.
Okay. Bread and butter. Oh God. Bread and butter. Introduction to taxes. Understand and explain the purpose of federal income and
Slow
state
down, Mud.
tax and how it affects personal income. Apply mathematical skills and concepts to tax brackets and personal income. Describe and elevate the important.
Evaluate.
Describe and evaluate.
Describe and evaluate the importance of the current federal income tax system. One session, federal spending, 10 minutes, understanding important vocabulary. Session 2, tax impact, progressive tax versus flat tax.
Okay, so time out. Stop right there.
But
You see
there-
why this gives me ideas? I want you guys to think in terms
You know
of...
what? I kind of like this.
Milani, hear me out. I want you to think about this in terms of the structure of a show. Okay? So they're showing us that bread and butter, which is about introduction to taxes, right?
You
They
know what? This
structured-
would be a good one too. Sorry.
They structure it as 2 different sessions. There's a 20-minute session and a 40-minute session. How long is our entire class?
45.
We're about 45 minutes, right? So we could use either one of those. We could do a 10 or 15-minute lecture like we always do, and then the live stream could be the 20-minute session about introduction to
That
taxes.
does not add up.
Chad,
Right.
Chad.
I think this is a good fit.
you know what? I like it too.
That is
You
not-
know why?
Chad.
Because
If
there was
the
a lot of.
period-
Excuse
there
me,
was-
one person at a time.
I
Milani.
like this too because we get introduced to taxes and
gosh.
stuff like that. And hear me out.
And I'm in 7th grade.
One, we get. Jesus Christ.
Oof.
Yes, we I forgot.
All right. You were going to say something?
Okay, I was gonna give Chad a math lesson. Ready? If the period is 45 minutes, right? And he said we're gonna have our 20 to 15 minute lecture before we come in.
Then
how
how would
long do you think the video is gonna be?
Actually,
About
he
20
said,
minutes. The answer is about 20
actually,
minutes.
he stated
Right.
if it's 10, we'll have a lecture for 10, 15 minutes and have going
Jesus, this is very
Yo, can I
unhealthy.
please
All right,
explain?
Guys, don't split hairs. Don't split
Because-
hairs. Guys, folks, it's very simple. We've got a curriculum here that's been written for us that we can learn something from, because I'm pretty sure not everybody in here knows the difference between state tax and federal tax. Do you?
I kind of know what it means.
Okay,
I've,
but you're going to definitively know what that means after we have this lesson. There's some mathematical skills involved. We can use the
I'm really
computer
good at
to
math.
display the slides. It'll be like a lesson plan. I think it'll be very effective.
I love
Mario.
I have a question. Right.
Yep.
So is state tax what they consider, like the mayor of the state or like of where you're living using taxpayer dollars? Is that what they
Nope.
consider?
You're close. So
You even know.
basically,
Yes, I do.
we live in a city called Mount Vernon, right? The name of the municipality is Mount Vernon. It is a taxing authority.
Money earned in Mount
The
Vernon.
state is a taxing authority. It's its executive is the what?
Mayor.
Governor.
Oh.
Right? The state is led by a governor, and the federal government is led by another executive called the
Senate.
president. Right? Come on, guys.
Oh my days.
You know, you know what, Milani? If you think it's so funny, maybe I should call
She's
on
laughing
you.
too.
Maybe I should call on you to
only
answer
one
some
laughing.
questions. We're here to learn this stuff.
I'm
but
not the only one
everybody
laughing,
knows,
bro.
okay?
Liar
Not
I
everybody
forgot,
knows.
man.
That's what they're going to talk about in this lesson, okay? So the federal government taxes people. The state government has a different kind of tax. They tax people. And the local government taxes in a different way. So that's
Yeah,
what they're going to
Mario.
talk about in Bread and Butter. It's interesting to me, I don't remember, I think it was Milani whose eyes were drawn to the topic bread and butter. You didn't really know what it was
'Cause
about.
she's big.
But now that you know, there's really something to talk about there.
Actually, Chad, I was thinking of
Because she's thinking of
Something
the
else.
actual bread and
I
butter.
was not thinking of the actual bread and
That
butter,
is
bro.
so off topic, but so
Well,
true.
listen, I think it's fair to say, let's bring in the sound,
Take that.
bring in the music.
Please, Lawrence. Oh,
All right,
you're being
and
mean.
We're going to wrap up this show. I
talk
think
about
what
the
we
P. Diddy
landed
case?
on is that for the next few weeks of the Digital Creator Lab, we're going to dig into the FDIC's Money Smart program.
But first, volleyball,
We're
though.
going to pick out a few
No.
topics.
Just
And keep your eye on Google Classroom. Chad, I will add you.
Thank you.
No.
P. Diddy will
Each
be
person-
up there.
Each person will be assigned a modest assignment that you need to complete before you come to
Ew.
the next class so that you're ready. And Lauren, take us out of here.
alrighty.
Don't forget to
Like and subscribe.
I would like to shout out our special guest, Mr.
Steve Mayo.
Mr. Steve Mayo. Clap it up, guys.
Mr. Mayo.
Thank you very much. Great show.
Woo.
Great.
Closing out. You should have had that for earlier.
Make sure to like, subscribe. button.
Closing out, make sure you guys like and subscribe, and make sure you come join the Amani Public Charter School Digital Creators Lab next Friday.
Please, I need this.
Adios.
I need this.